We sailed the Mexican Riviera from Los Angeles, but we didn't do the usual tourist loop. We chose Todos Santos over Cabo's marina, took a pulmonía tour through Mazatlán, and walked the Malecón and Zona Romanica in Puerto Vallarta. We'll show the moments you shouldn't miss should you decide to cruise the Mexican Riviera. We're Felicia and Kevin. Normally we slow travel, but this time we're on a cruise. Join us for the highlights from each port. Here we are aboard the Norwegian Bliss for our 7-day cruise to the Mexican Riviera. We are checking out the ship right now. This is probably the worst port we've been to. We're in Los Angeles, by the way. So here's why the LA port was the worst we've experienced. Parking was super limited and we sat in a long line of vehicles to get in. It took over an hour just to drop off our luggage. Check-in was a mess, poor communication, and no clear direction. At one point, staff told us to sit in one area, then rudely told us to move. When I pushed back, the tone magically improved. The port is surrounded by cargo ships and shipping containers. It's hard to navigate with trucks blocking exits. Overall, chaotic and frustrating. My tips: arrive early and stay in a hotel within walking distance. So here we are on our balcony. Still waiting on our luggage. It hasn't made it to our room yet.
There's the water slide hanging off the side of the ship.
Woohoo! Room tour! Our indicator lights for the room steward, our key card and the light switch to make the lights work. Here's our bathroom, decent sized shower, plenty of storage. We had a good sized closet with shelving and plenty of hangers. And then we had our couch, our bed, king size, nightstands, and a really good sized balcony.
Good morning. It is day 2 of our cruise to the Mexican Riviera. It's November. It's about 67 degrees and it's, I think, 7:30 in the morning. Not as warm as we'd like it to be. And we're about to go and grab some breakfast and then just kind of walk around the ship and see what's happening for the day.
If you like to read, most cruise ships have libraries. And your room key acts as a library card and you can borrow books during the time on the ship. We decided against taking a turn around the racetrack, but it seemed like a lot of fun. But we sure did play a lot of ping pong with our friends.
Well, we called ourselves playing ping pong. We weren't very good, but it sure was a lot of fun. We are in Cabo. I spent the day at port yesterday and now we are just arriving at the port of Cabo. Going to spend the day, we were at sea yesterday and this is our first port. We have 3 ports. Today is Cabo, tomorrow's Mazatlán. The next day will be Puerto Vallarta. Going to be doing an excursion with the cruise. We don't typically do excursions with the cruise itself. We usually kind of go out on our own, but we decided since this is a tender, and by tender meaning we don't actually dock at a port, we have to dock in the ocean and take boats over to the port. We decided to get out early and go see another city outside of just Cabo. So we're going to go to Todos Santos, which we hear is a beautiful little town. So we'll see you then.
Todos Santos is more traditional. Actually, that is called a magic town.
These murals are expressing different times in the Mexican history. It's the first touch with the indigenous and the Spanish people.
Todos Santos began as a Spanish mission in 18th century and later became a sugarcane center. Artists and locals have slowly reinvented the town. Today is a designated Pueblo Mágico, or Magic Town in Mexico, known for galleries, small studios, as well as colorful streets. The town feels intentionally small, painted facades, independent shops, and a much slower rhythm than Cabo's marina.
I think they only play the Eagles at South Boston.
Everything is walkable. Since Todos Santos sits at the Tropic of Cancer, you'll notice tons of sun-inspired art and nods to that fact around town. Welcome to the Hotel California. We're walking around the town of Todos Santos here in Mexico. We did an excursion, and the bus ride wasn't the greatest. It was a little over an hour to get here from Cabo. And then we toured a cultural center, which was okay. And then we had lunch at the Hotel California, which was pretty good. And so now we're just walking around the town and trying to see what there is to see. And they sure don't bother you around here, do they? I like that. If you go, bring cash for market stalls and give yourself time. This is a place that rewards lingering. For us, it felt like the opposite of a typical cruise stop. Quiet and stretches of street where time just slows down. And that was exactly what we were looking for.
Right there we go. So keep your eyes wide open, ladies and gentlemen, because if we're lucky, we can see some whales reaching out the water. This is amazing. Sometimes, if we're lucky, we can see them reaching. There's a hand. That's a family. Those are free.
Good morning. We are in Mazatlán, Mexico. And it is a beautiful day. It is 79 degrees right now, I believe, and it's going up to 89 degrees. So it's going to be a warm one for sure. We are sunscreening. We're going to be on our own today. We're going to walk the Mazatlán and do a few other things, get something to eat. Just it's going to be a relaxing kind of day. Not going to do a lot, but we will walk the city and just kind of see what Mazatlán has to offer. So we have gotten off of the ship and made it into Mazatlán. And for any of you who cruised before, you know how hectic cruise ports can actually be. So it took a little bit to get out of that, but we are now in the city and making our way to the Malecón. Hey, buddy. As we've been walking, we've encountered a lot of seemingly Americans, possibly Canadian as well, but asking us if we were from the boat, and another one asked us if if we were in the right area, if we knew where we were going, which we do. So
Because we're using Google Maps, not because we've been here.
right, exactly.
We chose a less hills way of getting to the Malecón than, I guess, maybe the normal way, because we have miles ahead.
Yeah, we're off the beaten path. So beautiful and peaceful out here. I don't know if it's because it's still somewhat early. I think it's maybe 10:30 or something like that right now. But again, just beautiful and peaceful, and everyone's been, for the most part, been really friendly. We are really, really, really loving Mazatlán to this point. Haven't been out here very long yet, but it's been beautiful so far. We really love the vibe here.
All 30 minutes of it.
So I know, well, it's been more than 30, but it hasn't been much more than that.
Easy. Just easy.
No, gracias. No, gracias.
We found a waterfront restaurant that was pretty good to have lunch, but the best part was my first michelada, which was made with mango and tahini.
Pulmonías are Mazatlan's small, covered, open-air taxis. Think local, golf cart-style vehicles that zip along the Malecon and through neighborhood streets. They're inexpensive, breezy, and perfect for quick sightseeing. But make sure you agree on the fare before you get in and keep your bag close while you enjoy the views and the history. Fun fact, the name pulmonía, which means pneumonia in Spanish, comes from the 1960s. Drivers of traditional closed taxis joked that the sea breeze would give passengers pneumonia, and the nickname stuck. Instead of scaring people off, it was adopted and has become a beloved and iconic symbol of the city's unique charm.
Hola, buenas tardes.
Hola. Buenas tardes. So we just ate at this amazing vegan spot and had I had a green juice. Felicia had Vietnamese spring rolls. I know we're in Mexico.
A lot of vegetables.
And then a lot of vegetables for sure. And then we had this amazing vegan apple crumble with vegan ice cream as well. And now we're looking for a chocolate place to get some Mexican chocolate. I guess we're in Mexico, so we just call it chocolate here. But buddies, hey. See, we are back on the ship and back in our room. We had a truly amazing day in Mazatlán. Wow, it surprised us. We are considering staying here for a little while at some point. Looking forward to having dinner with friends tonight and getting into Puerto Vallarta tomorrow. Talk to you later. Puerto Vallarta's Malecon is the city's waterfront heartbeat, a lively pedestrian boardwalk lined with street performers and ocean views. As you walk, you'll pass dozens of sculptures. Just off the Malecon is the Church of Our Lady of Guadalupe. The crown-top landmark watches over Puerto Vallarta and also serves as a meeting point for festivals, processions, and evening gatherings. Zona Romanica is Puerto Vallarta's cobblestone beachside neighborhood. It has a lively mix of boutique shops, great restaurants, and a thriving LGBTQ+ community. The Malecon hums with energy and is great for people watching. Bring small bills for food stalls and performers and wear comfortable shoes for the stone pathway. The Malecon blends old town charm with seaside life. Stroll slowly and let the city reveal itself. Which port surprised you most? Todos Santos, Mazatlán, or Puerto Vallarta? Tell us in the comments. Good morning. We are at sea today. Yesterday was an incredible day in Puerto Vallarta. Now we are heading back and passing Cabo again. Planning to have a kind of relaxed day today, walk around, maybe listen to some music and just check out the ship a little bit more. We're just going to enjoy these last couple of days at sea. We're here with a couple of friends, so I'm sure we'll take in the day with them. See you later. We have made it back to not so sunny Los Angeles. Overall, it was a very successful cruise. We had a good time, enjoyed our friends as well as seeing some new ports. We're off and we'll see you later.